What happens when we add all of the best cards into a single deck? On today's video, welcome back ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day and thank you for taking the time to support the channel. My name is Hello Good Game and I am pleased to be your host within this Magic the Gathering Arena Deck Guide video. We will be discussing Abzan Control, discussing that deck list in depth, breaking down both the strategies as well as synergies within the build, giving you a deeper understanding of how to pilot the brew effectively and efficiently, all right? Furthermore, we will demonstrate this all within our ranked mythic gameplay footage, playing against the best decks as well as players in game. Finally, wrapping up with our concluding thoughts, deck review, and channel news. If you want to help out, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Just leave a like. Ka-peep. Thank you so much. If you have any thoughts or concerns throughout today's video, the comment section is open, as well as my community Discord, link in the description below. If you ever want to share a deck, you're looking for help within a new build, anything like this, right? Cheers. Thank you all so much. I hope you have a magical day, and let's take a look at the deck list.
It's a new lap record!
All right, here we are with what is a pretty new brew. It's a control deck, so it's nothing new. It's a lot of removal, but what we do have is some new removal. The Assassin's Trophy, first thing coming to our mind here. Actually a reprint, but just such a valuable card for 2 mana at instant speed. Destroying target permanent and opponent controls, its controller may search their library for a basic land card, putting it into the battlefield, then shuffle. We can actually, even if we want, destroy land with this, which is quite nice because there's a lot of really good lands out there that we may need to keep in check within this control deck, where the matches can go to be a little bit longer, specifically against other control decks with those utility lands like we ourselves will be having. Right. We'll also be utilizing Field of Ruin to control their land base. But within the other matches, this is going to be just straight removal on your creatures, on your planeswalkers, enchantments, artifacts, and won't really be focused on the land. It's just in those longer matchups where, you don't really need a lot of your other removal because it's a control mirror, where this can, be a little bit better focused in on their land base. Okay. Aside from that, we will also be utilizing Urgent Necropsy for 4 instant speed as an additional cost to cast this spell. Collect evidence X, where X is the total mana value of permanents that this spell will target, and you'll destroy up to 1 target artifact, creature, enchantment, and planeswalker if you're able to pay for that. Collect evidence. That's no problem. Within the control build, our mana curve is quite aggressive with an average of 3.3. So it's not really much of a problem to collect evidence. We will also be utilizing the Surveyor lands to help us fill the grave so we can hit that evidence collection effectively. Okay. Aside from that, we will be utilizing Deadly Cover-Up, another new card for 5 at sorcery. As an additional cost to cast this spell, you may collect evidence 6, and you'll destroy all creatures. If evidence was collected, you'll actually be able to exile a card from their graveyard and search their graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with the same name, exile them, and they'll get to draw a card for each card exiled from their hand this way. Again, really, really good just to take out problematic cards. The Knight of Eos, the Recruiter in Boros, Jason Control, and, just whatever you can identify as a good card in their deck you can take out, which is great. And then I believe our last new card, other than the lands, will be Analyze the Pollen for 1. Sorcery is an additional cost. You may collect evidence 8. Search your library for a basic land. If evidence was collected, you can grab a creature or land, which is pretty cool, putting it into hand, which is nice. So only a few creatures in the deck. Toxrill, if we're against an aggro deck that's going wide, right? The -1/-1 it applies is quite nice. Sheoldred if there's single target removal we need, right? And then, Sheoldred if we're just looking to grind out the matches. So, yeah, typically Sheoldred against mid-range, Toxrill against aggro, Sheoldred against control. That's kind of my rule of thumb. Okay, aside from that, we're going to be utilizing a few other field wipes alongside Deadly Cover-Up. Path of Peril for 3, destroying all creatures with total mana value 2 or less. cleave it for 6 to destroy them all, so that's quite nice within our color base here. And then we'll also utilize Sunfall, 2 copies of this for 5 at sorcery, exiling all creatures, incubate X, where X was the total number of creatures exiled this way. You know, we like the incubate token, it's pretty cool sometimes, but we don't always like to exile the field, and that's why we're running both. A nice spread for us, depending on what our field state looks like, because we'll be utilizing things like the Mosswood Dreadknight alongside our Sorin, our Sheoldred, and our Toxrill as our other creatures. Dreadknight is a 3/2 for 2. With Trample, when it dies, you can cast it as the Adventure from your grave until the end of the next turn, which is crazy, crazy good. And then that will be Dread Whispers for 2 at sorcery, drawing a card, losing 1 life. So really nice sustainability here through that repetitive card draw, right? And then, you know, filling up the field is pretty decent as well. Sheoldred is here, 4/5 with Death Touch for 4. Whenever you draw, you gain 2. Whenever they draw, they lose 2. Sheoldred for 5 as a 4/5 with Menace. When it enters, opponent's going to sacrifice a non-land creature or planeswalker, pay 5, exile it, and transform it into the Scriptures. And when it enters play, for each opponent, destroy up to 1 target creature and planeswalker they control. Or planeswalker, not and. Then they will discard 3 cards and mill 3 cards, and then finally, you'll get all creatures from all graves into the battlefield under your control, and then transform this back into Sheoldred, re-triggering the first ETB of destroying or sacrificing creature or planeswalker, which is great, right? And then finally, Toxrill for 7 as a 7/7 at the beginning of the end step. Put a slime counter on each creature you don't control. Creatures that you don't control get -1/-1 for each slime counter on it, and whenever a creature you don't control with a slime counter on it dies, create a 1/1, which is decent. And then we can pay 2 to sacrifice a slug that it's creating to draw a card, so that's not bad either. It's really just the -1/-1s that we love to put on our opponent. Cut down, single target removal here. Instant speed for 1, destroying creature with total power and toughness 5 or less. Get Lost, instant speed for 2, destroying creature, enchantment, or planeswalker. Its controller will create 2 map tokens for 2 at instant speed. And then 2 copies of Locthwain Scorn for 2 at sorcery. Target creature gets -3/-3 until the end of turn. You gain 2 life. So pretty nice sustainability here through that life loss mitigation. Virtue of Persistence for 7 at the beginning of your upkeep. Target creature will be placed from the graveyard, any graveyard, into the battle under your control, which is quite nice. And there's a good chance it will be, you know, a Toxrill if we can, a Sheoldred if we can. But if not, you know, I'm sure because we are a control deck, we've removed plenty of our opponent's creatures, and we can, you know, maybe pick and choose if they have anything good as well, right? Celestus, 2 copies for 3, tapping for mana of any color. Day-Night is started once it enters, and we can pay 3, tap it to force the cycle of it. And whenever it does cycle, we're going to gain 1 life, draw a card, and if we do, discard a card, which is pretty decent, not only for cycling through our deck, but also that life gain is really nice here for us. And then a few Planeswalkers, the Wandering Emperor for 4 with Flash for 3, starting loyalty, activating those loyalty abilities at instant speed the turn she's entered the battlefield. +1, putting a +1/+1 counter on target creature. It will also gain first strike just until the end of turn. That +1 counter stays, obviously. -1, create a 2/2 with Vigilance, and -2, creating a tapped, exiling a tapped target creature, gaining 2 life there, which is really nice for additional control. Sorin is here for 4 as well, with 4 starting loyalty, +1, looking at the top card of our library. You may reveal that and put it into our hand if we do lose life equal to its mana value. -2, creating a 2/3 with lifelink and flying, and -7, dealing 13 damage to any target. You gain 13 life, so I'm sure that is fair and balanced. We have the Empire for our utility removal, the Mire for utility recursion, Who Endures, again, for utility removal on artifacts, enchantments, lands. Empire takes creatures, right? Mire grabs a creature or planeswalker back from the grave for us, which is quite nice. And then, like I said, we have creature lands here within the cottage, exiling their graveyard, which is quite nice. The forest gaining us life, which is quite nice. The cottage does as well through the food token, which we can sacrifice. Mirrex here, creating mites, very good for a control deck, obviously. Field of Ruin to control our opponent's land base alongside our Assassin's Trophy and I guess other creature removal at instant speed if they're activating their lands. This can take it while it's still a land though, right? Just like field can. It doesn't need to be activated. So that's always good because you can't take a Mirrex. Like, it's not going to activate as a creature. It just stays as a land. Anyways, we'll also utilize the Surveil lands. I think those are great in control decks, and some basics to get us through to the end of the match. That is the deck. I hope you enjoyed. Abzan Control, a unique twist on what is a fairly strong archetype right now. I think solely because so much of the meta has dedicated themselves to being an aggro deck currently. So it's, you know, actually pretty easy to take advantage of all that. A unique way to do it without Azorius. You don't have to play Jace. You don't have to mill them. You still do have to Sunfall them, though. The common denominator, am I right? But aside from that, you know what? We get to utilize Analyze the Pollen, making our mana base super consistent. We can grab one of our really high-value creatures out, which is cool. That's why we are kind of like toolboxing those with the single target and field control. And, you know, the additional removal that was added into the set, I think, is absolutely phenomenal as well. So, if you enjoy, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, become a YouTube member, join the community Discord, but most importantly, have an absolute magical day, and let's play some Magic. All right, on the draw, Celestus fixes our land. The rest is, well, pretty DS. I mean, it confirms the Celestus, so that's good. Codebreaker on Kumano. That's a 3/2. Big boy. Let's just grab some life within that removal process. Getting hit for 2 to 16, confirmed, most likely more. Phoenix Chick has entered the battlefield alongside a Swift Spear. What else you got, homie? Monstrous Rage? Really? Huh. I'm just going to clean it up. Thank you. We've got life gain via Sorin next turn. It should be okay, I hope. We'll see. Maybe we Celestus hold up removal. Kind of, you know, it's going to be dependent upon what they do here. Oh. Well, that's a thing. We'll just take it, right? Pass over here. We wait until combat is initiated so they can't utilize those map tokens. But we'll grab them here. 2 cards left in hand. 11 life. I think we're going to be okay. Celestus in play should sustain our totals all by its lonesome. I don't really know if we need that anymore. We have such an advantage. Like, are we really going to 2-for-1 them? Life gain in play, removal up. And we're building to a Virtue next turn. And they have creatures for us. Oh, wow. Let's take our draw. Land in hand. In play, hit for 2. I'm actually just going to hold up removal. The Virtue is great, but there's actually not really anything of value, dare I say. What are you trying to say about their deck, HGG? Well, I think you know. We could have made a Mirrex there. Lazy gamer. We've already won. It doesn't matter. Again, just going to hold up that removal. We have the Seed of the Empire as well as cut down here. Really? Well, maybe I'll get in there with the land. That's good. Let's get after it here. I'm going to take their Codebreaker out. And we're big chillin'. In turn, we can eat the food. Sorin, star of the show here. Let's eat the food. Take our draw. Super duper decline that. Let's hit with our land again. The food token was nice, specifically in this matchup. We should be taking the Phoenix chick there too. I'm just turbo clicking. Pretending I'm an aggro deck. It's fun! Great game on a red. Going first with bad land, but we do have our Pollen in conjunction with a Surveil. So, you know, a couple chances at getting to where we need to. Playing slow, we're on the gizzard though, so that's fine. I guess we'll just play a cottage. Look for our plains. Oh. Gross. Let's just kill it. There's no need, like, we don't actually need that land immediately. It can come to us in its own time. Oh, that's great. Just gonna grab a plains here. Thank you. Let's pass over. Single target, probably gets saved. Ew. I'm just gonna play Sheoldred next turn. Oh, I'm sorry, Mono Red. They're using like Witch Doctor's Frenzy and stuff though, right? So it's, you know, it's not like the answer's not there. Draw a card, you say, huh? No draw for you. Kind of suspect. I don't think we need to remove that at all, but I will anyways. And then, you know, there's not a field state here. They didn't get the draw. Any of their value needs to be focused on Sheoldred at this point, which is going to give us a couple turns to draw some more value. Sheoldred's mom has got it going on. Those are the original lyrics to that song, if you're wondering. They changed them for the radio. But, you know. Philadelphia. Let's see what we can find. Oh. Dear Mono Red. You'll never rank up when you leave your matches like this. I think Path can go. We already hold one. We'll pass turn. This costs 5 to attack with. So we will Mirrex on their end step, making a might if we don't need cut down as removal. Take our turn. I'll allow it. Good game. All right, 2 land doesn't look good. We do have the Pollen though. Not actually really helping us, but I'm gonna mulligan. This is no better. Only 1 draw. Double mulligan. 3 land, keep, toss the Pollen, build into Celestus. I'm not impressed with that. Let's find a plains here. No. Not even close. Philadelphia. Gonna take our Path of Peril. If this is a Rafine deck, I'm going to freak out. Oh. Ouch. Okay, that sucked. Ha! Just gonna take my planes the old-fashioned way. Yep. And let's attack here. They have life gain, so that's gonna suck. You're a legend, Larry! Oh. Ah. Okay. Life gain OP. Where's my land? Where's my land? Okay, I need the land. Let's attack. They're going to get flying on this most likely anyways, so there's not going to be a block available to us. Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Graveyard doesn't have anything in it. Okay, we just need to kill this. It's instant speed. But how do we survive this? You can't. Well, we hit them both. I hate this game. We have to block the Pilgrim. Land, what's that last card? Okay. Does this have a mana value? I don't think this hits lands, but it'll be a creature. Does it say non-land creature? No. Because there's no mana value to this. I think this is free. Hot dog! Oh, but it's only one creature. So that does indeed fuck us again. For some reason, I was thinking we could just take that mana value equals. We're still in a bad spot. We have the block. We need a plains off the top. That is not it. Oh, hello. We really need to get lucky here. We do have life gain, potentially, if no removal. Which could help, but, I mean, they've got the land. That's going to be disgusting. Surveilling a Gix's command? Are you kidding me? Nice. That's pretty legendary. I'm going all in. You can't tell me what to do. That would still die. Because the life gain's not going to happen first. Okay, we get it. I mean, it's not great. Up to 6 is super duper helpful, though. Take them all. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that, though. That almost killed us. We have to sacrifice our Sorin so we don't die to the land attack. Which we can still kill.
You fight for me now.
Geeks' command is pretty brutal. We're just going to sit through it. Okay, nothing. 2 creatures to hand. They know we have another path. So this gets saved for land. This wipes field. We lose you. Maybe we should have plussed. I think we probably should have just plus Sorin. Maybe that's a bit of a mistake. I was over-prioritizing our life gain because we're so low. Huh. Huh. Well, you can't complain about that now, can you? Hi, Tuesdays. You're waking the other cats up. Settle down. He's soaring through the air. I mean, that's a good card, right? And that's a good card, right? We have to save cut down for the land. Maya, please don't shut off my computer. So I'll just turn the fans up. How about that? Pilgrim Adelphi. Okay. So that's really bad. I might just kill that. Well, we'll go to 5. And we have the Wandering Emperor for additional life gain. Okay, our turn. That's even better. Tit for 2. Sunfall, no wipe. Let's clean it up again. Sorin for a plus. Reveal into hand. It's just a land that we can even play. No Emperor activation on it, sadly. That's fine, don't care. That's fine, don't care. We're going to Sunfall. And then we have our 6th land to hold up cut down on their land. Yeah. Here comes the scoop. Oh, I know I would. Resolve. And then we get to minus on Sorin. And turn. Cut down's held up. And they see that. So this land's never going to activate. Let's incubate. Nice. Plus Adelphia. Just a land, I hope. Oh, no, thank you. And, well, let's take a swangle down to Dangletown. I mean, this might as well block, because the land is going to block it, so. Let's take that, pass over. I'm just going to hold this in hand for now. There's literally no need to do anything. We can make a might. My turn, thank you very much. Plus Adelphia. Declining. I don't have the life for anything. Maybe we could bring the land out with a block. That would have been smart. And then take it. Again, I'm just going to chill out. There's no need to overstep as a control deck. Right, let's just keep knocking these things down. By 1. Maybe take a win through poison counters. Take that voice. This could be Scoop Adelphia as well. Oh. Let's try to pull that land. You don't get it. Celestus in play. Good on him for holding in there, you know? Good game. The field wipes, pretty good there. All right, land looks pretty good. We can get after it. Can you? Well, we'll try. I'll keep it. Right. We could use our 4th land. Holding up trophy now. 2 Jetmere Gardens. Probably not worth it. Alright, save the second one. Three cut downs in hand, kind of awkward. Not great. Oh? 4-color deck, all but black so far revealed. I mean, yeah, let's just start it off, I guess. Let's see what you've got. I suspect removal. Interesting. Attack into a Wandering Emperor? What do you think? Yep. Force them to have it. You know, I don't know in such a multicolored deck if they would. They definitely have mana available for it. I will grab a secondary white source here. Pass turn, make a might on their end step. I'm assuming there's a Sunfall, if not single target, down to 12. There's the black. It's a 5-color deck. Oh my gosh. Ah? What are you doing? Okay, this is a strange bank. There's no way we don't get hit with a field wipe. I'm being so greedy. I deserve to be punished. Down to 5. They gotta have that field wipe, right? No wipe. It's a bust. That's pretty cool. Okay. We're gonna go all in. And we have the trophy. So if we get double blocks somewhere we don't want them. Oh, are you cheating? Okay, that's just lethal. I mean, okay. You do you, homie. Good game. All right, really bad land. It's a mulligan. Not any better, but it's there. Throw Sheoldred back. I mean, it's just going to die to removal anyways, let's be honest. Ooh. Boros. Borodelphia. Okay, we're going to take whatever they play. Don't let them convoke it. Yeah, this is what we take as soon as it enters. Oh, it's not a well, it's going to be a gleeful once it's tapped out. Get out of here. I understand. Gleeful demolition. Hilarious. You're so funny. Perfect curve. They don't get it? Okay, we really need to curve into 5. Really, 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 really bad. Uh-oh. Nice. That's really good. That's really good. That's really good. This acts as removal. If we need, I don't want to risk it though. Because it put like, if I had extra land, sure, but we don't. It's only 2. It's only 2. It's only 2. It's only 2. Oh, got the land. This should at least pull attention for a turn, and we've got our 5th. Such an oppressive deck.
I bring my own army.
Okay. I didn't think they'd toss removal when we've got life gain in front of them. Interesting. Like, I can see tossing a land. I will definitely block this. If given the opportunity. They might have trample or something. I don't know. Oh? Okay, whatever. That's fine. There's really nothing worth taking here, in all honesty. So let's just clean up. I don't think we need to incubate. And I'm going to keep Sorin alive with a plus, I believe. It's only 1 mana. I don't think I think it's bad. Not bad. I mean, it's a draw, right? Drawing 1 for 1. I don't have a problem with that. Not getting to convoke, that's brutal. And now I hit him with the hammer, right? We're going to take that knight from them in its entirety. And then we're just looking for the recruiter, if we can get that. Another express in hand. No problem here. We'll take those knights, and we'll see you later, Boros Convoke. Not today. Alrighty then. Abzan Control. Getting down, getting dirty. We actually have a 65% win rate with this over 20 matches, which is decent, right? That is not bad. That's as good as any other meta deck currently. And it's new, it's fresh, and it is actually pretty fun. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for taking the time to support the channel. Talk about cards that I was considering while building it. The Journal, Cease and Desist, Treasure Map, Kaya, Deepest Betrayal, Forgotten Archangel, Toxrill we actually did end up including. Bitter Triumph, we decided that Get Lost was our removal of choice on 2. Third Path, we didn't really actually need the life gain. Sorin is sustaining us alongside that virtue. Restoration, we chose not to. Kind of clogging up, and we didn't really need it so much. Phyrexian Arena, still a potential card we could play for the draw. Glissa, another really high value creature that could definitely go in the deck. Tolsimir, I wanted it, but I just, the 3/2 is maybe not great, but one day. And then Titan of Industry, I think could definitely go in the build as well. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on all that down below. Thank you so much. Make sure to join the community Discord, but most importantly, have an absolute magical day, and I'll see you soon in the next.